Important questions of ancient and medieval societies for IGNOU exam. Here are some important questions related to ancient and medieval societies that can be explored in historical studies. 1. Political structures. How were political systems organized in ancient societies such as Mesopotamia, Egypt, Greece, and Rome? What were the key features of feudalism in medieval Europe, and how did it shape political power and authority? How did ancient and medieval societies define and exercise concepts of kingship, monarchy, oligarchy, and democracy? 2. Social hierarchies and classes. What were the social hierarchies and class structures in ancient civilizations like Egypt, India, China, and the Roman Empire? How did social mobility, status, and privilege change over time in medieval societies, especially in relation to feudalism and the rise of merchant classes? What roles did slavery, serfdom, and caste systems play in shaping social dynamics in ancient and medieval periods? 3. Religious beliefs and practices. What were the major religious beliefs, rituals, and institutions in ancient societies such as Mesopotamia, Egypt, Greece, and Rome? How did Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, and other religions impact medieval societies in Europe, Asia, and Africa? What were the interactions, conflicts, and exchanges between different religious communities during ancient and medieval periods? 4. Economic systems and trade. How were economies organized in ancient civilizations, including agriculture, trade, craft production, and early forms of market exchange? What were the key economic developments during the medieval period, such as feudal manorial systems, guilds, urbanization, and the rise of commerce? How did trade routes like the Silk Road, trans-Saharan trade, and maritime trade networks influence economic growth, cultural exchange, and globalization in ancient and medieval times? 5. Cultural achievements and intellectual traditions. What were the major cultural achievements in ancient societies, including literature, art, architecture, philosophy, and scientific advancements? How did medieval societies contribute to intellectual traditions through developments in literature, theology, philosophy, education, and the arts? What were the roles of scholars, philosophers, poets, artists, and architects in shaping cultural identities and values during ancient and medieval periods? 6. Gender roles and family structures. How were gender roles defined and experienced in ancient civilizations and medieval societies, including norms related to marriage, family, inheritance, and women's rights? What were the contributions and challenges faced by women in areas such as politics, religion, education, and the arts during ancient and medieval times? How did gender dynamics intersect with social, economic, and political factors to shape power relations and societal norms? 7. Conflict, warfare, and diplomacy. What were the major conflicts, wars, conquests, and empires in ancient history, and how did they impact political boundaries, cultural exchange, and power dynamics? How did military technologies, strategies, and institutions evolve during ancient and medieval periods, including the use of cavalry, siege warfare, naval fleets, and fortifications? What diplomatic practices, treaties, alliances, and negotiations were common in ancient and medieval diplomacy, and how did they contribute to peacekeeping or conflicts? These questions provide a starting point for exploring the complexities, transformations, and legacies of ancient and medieval societies, offering insights into diverse aspects of human civilization, from governance and religion to economy, culture, and social structures.
Thank you everybody. These are the questions which will help you to prepare for your examination in IGNOU. So I request you to subscribe my channel and leave the comment box if you want some questions answered or you want some study material, right? And also share to your friends who would like to study through my channel. Thank you.